I was really proud of how my team came out and fought. I thought we came out and we were really good offensively and defensively in the first half, even though we gave up some middle drives there. But we held, when you can hold the Arkansas team to 29 points in the first half, that's a pretty good job. But then I thought, Ramirez got hot in the second half. They started going to her. She exploited some mismatches, and, she got going. And once you see that ball going through a shooter like that, it's hard to deal with her already. But I just thought she came back and was really special in the second half. But again, my team fought. I got, and I take credit for this loss. I got a bad tech. I got a tech at a bad time. But then we also missed 3 box outs on free throw, rebounds. We gave them 3 chances. We fouled a 3-point shooter, so we still had our chances. And then I put the ball in my point guard hand at the end, and we had a bad turnover there. So, it's a very inexperienced team, but they're learning. I do think they're learning. They're growing. We're getting closer and closer. So I am proud of my team, how they came in here and fought. Very disappointed in the loss.
And I'll just ask, the execution in the last 3 or 4 minutes, I mean, you feel like that was just the difference?
Absolutely. I felt like that was the difference. I thought I had a couple of people tired. I had the ball in Honesty's hands, and, she was asking me to get a point guard in, so that tells me she didn't want the ball at the end. And she was tired. We had been riding her all game, and she was guarding the best player. So I felt like that kid battled her guts out. And I just need, I have 2 very inexperienced point guards right now. Neither one of them has played at this level, at the point. So it's a work in progress.
Okay. Just talk about the performance by Honesty. Coming into an environment, Arkansas's, lost a couple in a row. Come in and just from the start, she just got hot and finished with 23 points.
Yeah, but I will tell you this about Honesty. Honesty can do that every night. It's either Honesty or AC. A lot of times when AC are getting her points, Honesty is creating for her. Honesty is very unselfish. She don't care about. I'm not gonna say she don't care about scoring, but she don't have to score. She want to win. And so if that takes her scoring, or if that takes her, creating for somebody else to score, she does whatever is necessary. And she's a hard guard to deal with. I can play her 1 through 3, and she's very effective at all of them. But it's kind of hard when you're trying to, you have her playing the point and you have her guarding the best player on the opposite team. So I do think she kind of ran out of gas a little bit. Didn't get as much out of AC tonight, but she's been hobbled. She barely practiced yesterday, a little bit doing shoot around today. So she's been hobbled a little bit. And so, I know Arkansas was down a little bit, so were we. I have a really short bench. But, Honesty she really stepped up, and she can do that. I mean, she's that good.
I want to follow up, talk about your team, coming in with the record and fighting to the end. What does that say about your team this late in the season, coming into Arkansas and really still fighting to the end, to the last seconds?
My team is going to fight. They're going to fight every ball game. I feel like they're going to fight. They're going to fight to the end. We just got to grow up. We got to mature. We got to make better plays, better decisions. We got to get those toughness, those rebounds. That's about toughness. That's about experience, but also about toughness. And in there I had a couple of freshmen. Actually, I had 3 freshmen in there, and then a couple other kids who hadn't played a lot. Even AC, she's my leading scorer, but she didn't play a lot last year. Honesty is the only kid really I have that played quality minutes last year. So, I have a really inexperienced team, but they're hungry. And they're working hard, they're hungry, and I just really believe the future is bright for them as long as they keep working hard. They'll get better and better.
What do you think, this is Celsius 4029, what do you think happened between, the first half and then the last half? And kind of between halftime
You know, I told them that we're going to have to keep fighting. Arkansas was 1 for, I believe, 7, 1 for 10 at the halftime. They're going to keep shooting it. They shoot 30 times a game. If they win, they shoot 30 times a game. If they lose, so they're going to keep shooting it. We just got to do it. We had to, you know, keep guarding them. But I did think they did a really good job of running a ball screen action to where it was a guard-to-guard switch, and they switched on one of my guards, and I feel like they were picking on her, and they kind of exploited her, and Ramirez kind of went off a little bit. And like I said, once she gets going, it's hard to stop her. I mean, she's a great guard. Unbelievable shot she made.
Big game is finally here as we hit Super Sunday with the last game of the football season. From scored, totals, player performance props, to where the next fired coach is going to land, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all things NFL betting in 2022. And with the new year comes a new updated desktop and mobile website. Sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE to get started. That's BLEAV. And it's not just football. BetOnline's basketball, hockey, boxing, and UFC odds coverage is the best in the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your #1 online wagering destination. BetOnline, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite games. BetOnline, where the game starts.